In this video, you will learn about 10 amazing Tesla Autopilot functions you need to know about before driving a Tesla. One of the best features of Tesla's electric cars is Tesla Autopilot. It provides Tesla a competitive advantage over other electric car manufacturers. Autopilot is a common feature that almost everyone is familiar with. Tesla Autopilot, on the other hand, is a sophisticated technology about which we can learn a lot. We're going to take a look at Tesla's Autopilot feature today. We'll go through its capabilities, how to activate it, its limits, and anything else you need to know about it. What is Tesla Autopilot and how does it work? Tesla Autopilot, as the name implies, is a driver assistance system that makes driving more convenient while also improving the vehicle's overall safety. Within its lane, Tesla Autopilot allows the vehicle to steer, accelerate, and brake autonomously. The foregoing actions are carried out by the vehicle using traffic-aware cruise control and auto steer. It also helps with emergency braking, collision warnings, and blind spot monitoring, among other things. Although the automobile performs all of these functions once the system is enabled, the driver must have their hands on the steering wheel at all times. If you don't, the autopilot mode will turn off. It relieves stress and allows the driver to relax while commuting long distances. It does not, however, make your automobile self-driving, and the driver must be vigilant at all times. The best feature is that it improves with time thanks to OTA over-the-air updates. Before we move on, please hit that subscribe button to support our content and make sure you don't miss a single episode. Number 10. The key differentiator in Tesla's autonomy software is fleet learning. Whether or not the owner has given permission, the Tesla transmits its travel data back to the firm. The Tesla cars on the road around the world are now collecting data at a rate of around 1.5 million miles per day. The data is compiled anonymously into maps that allow the autopilot system to see the exact paths that cars take and don't take and overlay them onto third-party road maps. As a result, the system's capabilities will continue to improve over time, both from the aspect of all the expert drivers educating it, but also in terms of software functionality, which will bring new functions, he noted. Number 9. The entire Autopilot project involved only 150 people out of Tesla's 14,000 global employees. Musk stated that there were maybe 50 people working on the Autopilot software when asked how big a team it took to construct it. In general, small teams get incredible things done with software, he explained. On the hardware side, there were more people, possibly 100 in total, and according to Musk, the size of those teams will rise over time. Number 8. Quite a few major features and functions aren't implemented yet. This version does not take stop signs and red lights into account, Musk explained, but future examples will. He also stated that next version would feature self-parking, so the automobile will park itself in your garage. Tesla will gradually add a lot of amazing capabilities, he claimed, with the ultimate goal of complete autonomy from the beginning to the end of a journey. Number 7. It will take only 3 years for Tesla to have the technology for cars that are entirely autonomous. Musk was asked by the technology website Ars Technica when he expected Tesla to be able to deliver a car with full Level 4 autonomy. Tesla will have a car that can conduct complete autonomy in approximately 3 years, maybe a little sooner, he said from a technological standpoint. He defined it as a vehicle capable of taking you from point A to point B without touching anything. You could be asleep the entire time, and doing so very safely. Number 6. Autopilot blends situational data about what's going on around the car with its own mapping system. The data gathered from the car's numerous sensors regarding what's going on in the present is integrated into 2 sets of mapping data. GPS positioning data from the car's navigation system is the first and always the fallback. The second is the Tesla Autopilot Central System's significantly higher resolution maps, which Musk claims are 1 to 2 orders of magnitude more detailed than GPS and street maps because they were compiled from actual Tesla travel data. Number 5. Tesla's Autopilot will continue to evolve. Tesla creator Elon Musk stated in an earnings call earlier this year that the business would be able to demonstrate a car that can drive autonomously from coast to coast within months, and that the functionality would be offered to consumers, though he did not specify a time frame. This is what it demonstrates. Tesla will almost certainly offer self-driving technology, but rules will almost certainly require the driver to be responsible and capable of taking control at any time. So, while you won't be able to fall asleep in Los Angeles and wake up in New York City in a Tesla anytime soon, the journey will be a little less difficult. Number 4. Right now, autopilot software is far from perfect. The autopilot functions aren't yet full, which is perhaps the most crucial point that Musk emphasized repeatedly. It is strongly advised that drivers retain their hands on the wheel at all times and be aware of the necessity to reclaim control of their vehicle from the software. When the driver activates autopilot, the car will stay in its lane. Change lanes as needed if the user taps the turn signal. Avoid vehicles and other hazards in its vicinity. Speed up and slow down to follow at safe speeds. And, according to Musk, behave like a safe and rational human driver. Today, you need clear road markings or you need to be in very intense traffic to make it work really well, Musk added. Those are the two locations where it really works, says the author. Slow-moving, gridlocked traffic works incredibly well on autopilot, he continued, nearly to the point where you can take your hands off. I'm not going to say you should do it, but some people might. We don't recommend it. It should not hit pedestrians, hopefully, Musk said when asked if the technology identified pedestrians. In heavy snow, it's tougher for the system to work. We'd absolutely urge caution in heavy precipitation, he stated in response to a query from Road and Track magazine. No other car maker in North America would be willing to provide software that controls the vehicle's major driving functions as a beta test in which every customer who has paid for the vehicle becomes a willing software tester if they want to turn it on. To put it another way, Tesla is in grave danger. Number 3. Tesla trumpets a government report stating that autopilot's use might reduce crash rates 40%, but some experts find that number contentious. In the aftermath of the most recent fatal Tesla tragedy, the firm has issued statements citing a January 2017 National Highway Traffic Safety Administration data claiming that model year 2014 through 2016, Tesla vehicles equipped with autopilot had a 40% lower crash rate. However, the government withheld the data that would demonstrate how statistically significant the study was. Safety advocates will continue to push for more data on the autopilot technology as well as more transparency. Number 2, autopilot is imperfect, as are human drivers. The National Transportation Safety Board found that Tesla's autopilot system failed to identify a vehicle making a left-hand turn in front of a Tesla Model S from a cross street in a fatal 2016 Florida incident. The truck should have been yielding to traffic. It didn't. The driver, not Tesla, was blamed in the crash, according to the NTSB investigation, for failing to pay attention. The light-colored truck against a brilliant sky was reportedly missed by both the autopilot system and the driver. Tesla regularly improves the autopilot technology by mining data from users and sending updates to the system over the air. Autopilot will likely improve in the future, but driver attention will not. Number 1. Teslas with autopilot are not self-driving cars yet. You can't get in a Tesla car, set the navigation to Whole Foods, and then sit back and pursue Instagram while the car drives you to lunch, contrary to popular belief. Autopilot in its current form is primarily a collection of technologies that work together to build a guided cruise control system. It combines an adaptive cruise control system that keeps you on track in relation to other vehicles with a lane-keeping system that keeps your vehicle in the middle of the lane. For the technology to work, your hands must also be on the steering wheel. It can detect the little torque changes that your hands make on the wheel, even if they're just resting, even if you're not steering or making large modifications to the wheel. If you take your hands off the wheel, the system will issue several warnings before slowing down the vehicle and putting on the blinkers and will stop. Still need more info before taking the plunge? Check out other videos for more info. And if you thought this video was helpful, be sure to like and subscribe. And tell us in the comments, what are your thoughts about autopilot and FSD? And do you like the Model S, Model 3, Model X, or Model Y, and why? Thanks, guys.